Okay, so what we'll do means the two slave machines are there, right? These two slave machines. I'll stop these two machines. We have a master machine is there, right? We'll run with that only. Don't even when you guys creating for a practice, right? Don't terminate them. Stop it because same servers which you required for Ansible for next class. Okay, so let me stop the servers. In the meantime, what is Maven means? Let me discuss about the Maven. What is Maven? Nothing but Maven is a very popular in the DevOps. I mean, not in the DevOps. Majorly, this will be in the development, like development, programming, software development will be there. Those guys are using majorly in the Maven. So Maven is a build tool. Dependency management tool also we call it as build tool or dependency management tool, project management tool. These three are the major keywords we'll use for Maven. And also standardizer approach for building the software, command line tool, IDE integration, many things we can do with Maven. Build tools creates a deployable artifacts from the source code, primary goal. Okay, automated repeatable builds, deploying artifacts on the server, IDE independence, integration with other build tools like Jenkins, Bamboo, Hudson. Okay, so dependency management tool when you talk about download the project dependencies from centralized repositories, automatically resolve the libraries required by the project dependencies and dependency scoping we used to call. So project management when you talk about artifact versioning, change logs, documentation, Java documents, reports, like this multiple things will come. Then when you start the things about the standardized software builds, uniformity across the major projects through the patterns, convention over the configuration, consistent path all the projects wise. Look at this diagram. Project without Maven. If the Maven is not there, so how do you handle the project? If the Maven is not there, how do you handle the project? You can see application. There have a dependencies will be there in the application. So that developer used to download. What type of dependencies? We can see Spring, Hibernate, common dependencies, JSON, jar files, WAR files, like this multiple things will be there. These all the things we will handle. Developer can go and download the dependencies. When project with Maven is there, with Maven is there means tell Maven the projects you are working with like a Spring application, Hibernate application, etc. Maven will go out and download the jar files for those projects for you. Maven will make sure jar WAR files available during the compile bar run. So like this, dependencies, Maven developer was replaced by Maven. Maven will go and download the dependencies which are required for your application. So look at here. Where do you define this all the dependencies means we are going to write one file called form.xml file. In that file we are going to define everything. Maven also having two repositories. One is local repository, another one is remote repository. So we can use local repository. Suppose the package is already there in the local repository, it will load from there. If it's not there, it will going to download from the remote repository. Then what are the benefits we'll get if we use the Maven? Easily find the code, property files, unit tests, web files, etc. And most of the IDEs have the built-in support for Maven, like Eclipse, NetBeans, etc. Maven projects are portable between the IDs. Maven key projects are like form.xml, configuration file, like this. Many things we can able to handle. Installation we are going to do right now. Then this is the standard structure of the Java code. SRC main Java, SRC main resources, SRC main web page, test page, target, like this. Multiple things will be there. Then target, when you discuss about target destination directory for compiled code, which is automatically created by Maven. Format XML. A project object model or POM is the fundamental unit of the work in the Maven. It is an XML file that contains the information about the project and configuration details used by Maven to build the project. It contains the default values for most of the projects. Examples for this is the build tree, which is target directory, source directory, which is SRC main Java, the test directory, which is SRC test Java, like that. So like this is the Maven folder. So here, this is a ready-made file we'll get. Just we can modify some of the configurations like project data, dependencies, plugins, like that. Okay, let me show the installation part first. Okay, then we'll proceed for the project wise. So here, I'll create one file, maven.sh. I for insert. I can copy paste the code. This is going to be installed the Maven. For you guys, vi maven.sh. Put this code. This code having commands for installing the Maven. Script is for installing the Maven. How to execute sh minus x or sh maven.sh. See, Maven is installed with version 3.9.5. Okay, mvn --- version. If I type the command, this will show. Not reflecting. Okay, if it's not reflecting, we need to run two more commands. That is export these two commands. That means these two commands also we need to run. Then post that you can run this command. This will going to show the versions. Then post that we need to we're doing one project. We need to clone the repository like this. You guys also clone from this link. Just right away you can run this command. Then cd space PetClinic is the repo name. What is this repo name? Spring PetClinic. Spring PetClinic. We can get into this folder. Then we can run minstall -v Java. Java should be required. Then post that we can run this command. And when clean install, command can be run. This will be downloading all the related information files from this command. Maven clean install, the Maven test skip through nothing but download all the dependencies which are required for Maven to execute. I think it's okay. It's completed. Build is successful. Then once the build is successful, then we can run this command. Where this command will go to let me paste this command, then we'll explain the command. No op is a command which will be used to run in the background. Java jar command will use to in the target folder. There is a jar file will be there. Snapshot.jar. Okay, there I need to run my application in 9000 port number. Okay, if I enter this, then my application is running now. So how to verify means I'll run the tile command -f no get out. Okay, So let me paste that for you guys, this command, then post that tile command. So this command, I think it should be running fine now. How to verify that means what I can do means I can copy the IP address of the server, this one. I can go to the browser, IP address colon 9000. If I paste this, I'll get the Spring PetClinic website. See? You can see Spring PetClinic website.
Sir, what is this? This is application, Spring PetClinic something.
Correct. This application.
We are not using this one, no. This will be used by developers, correct, sir?
Spring Hibernate this will be used by developers, but I want to show how Maven will work, right? So Maven, if you look at the things what I did so far, right? So Maven I use it for just building a jar file, downloading the dependency files, then building the jar file. For those purpose only I use this particular Maven.
Spring means you mean to say Spring Boot application, correct?
Spring majorly Java application. Majorly Java application wise only people will use this Maven. Not only Java, like Python, all other applications also they'll use. Majorly Java. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That's about the Maven wise. In the Maven also inheritance will come. Inheritance is a mechanism where in a new class is derived from an existing class. In classes may inherit or acquire the properties and methods of other class. A class is derived from another class is called as a subclass, where the class from which a subclass is derived is called as a superclass. The same concept works in Maven. We can create a build child form XML file and then can inherit the properties of the parent form XML file. That is super form XML we'll call it as. That means one form XML will be calling by another form XML means that is called as a super form XML. Got it? Then we have a prod test like this. We can able to generate the jar files. Central repository we have by default Maven will search Maven central repository requires an internet connection. Once the files are downloaded, then they are stored in the local repository like a search.maven.org or apache maven.org is a central repository. Then generating the project wise, if you think about Maven can generate jar projects also and var project also both. Then dependencies. Dependency is one of the feature of Maven that is the best known to users and is one of the areas where Maven excels. There is not much difficulty in managing dependencies. There is a single project, but when you start getting into dealing with multi-module projects and applications that consists of tens and hundreds of modules in this where Maven can help you to great deal in maintaining a high degree of control and stability. MVN clean is the option. Remove all classes and distribution that was generated before target folder. Clean project structure. That means MVN clean if you run the command. This will go to clean up everything. See, it's cleaned up. It was removed. Complete the information, whatever we did. When you talk about the repositories, there are two types of repositories, local repository and remote repository. So Maven will search the repository first, bring to the Maven central repository. You can think of local repository as a local cache. An example of local repository works. Then dependency scope, that is not important. Complete. Goals. Maven goals represent a specific task which contributes to the building the managing the project. Maven clean dependency, help effective form, enforce like this. Many things are there in that. Okay, so here I think I opened the link or something here. Let me see. Here. Can you guys see this link? Anyway, I'll paste this link with you guys. It's here. This is IP. Maven is the most popular project on dependency management tool for Java applications. Maven provides a lot of commands and options to help us in our day-to-day activities. Let's check some of the popular Maven commands in option in the market. So Maven is a popular project dependency management tool for Java application. Maven provides a lot of commands and options to help you in your day-to-day basis. This cheat sheet uses sample Maven project to demonstrate some useful Maven commands. It was version written in the OpenJDK 1. These commands have been verified with the OpenJDK Maven 3.8.7 also. If you can see here, these are the commands of the mvn clean the Maven project by deleting the target repository. Mvn compiler compile compiles the Java source classes. Use mvn compiler test compiler to compile the test cases, the test classes. Mvn package, mvn install, then mvn deploy, mvn validate, mvn dependency tree, memory dependency analyze. Like this, 20 plus commands are there. 22 commands are the total. So like this, mvn clean we use it. Similar way, compile also can be used. Mvn compile. So scanning for projects, it will going to scan the project. It will going to give us. See, release 17. This is the project we got. Similar way, test compile also we can able to do. This command compiles test classes for the Maven project. Like this. Then this command builds the Maven project and package it to a jar or var file. Mvn package command, if I use that, this will going to build the package. It will going to resolve the dependencies whatever required. Then it will going to build that.
So you mean to say that as far as Maven is concerned, as a DevOps engineer, we should know these 20 commands are enough.
Enough. Even for a developer, also 20 commands are enough. That much only there in Maven. In the developers are there, right? In normal development people, Java developers, those also will do work with this much only. See, pet clinic. This is jar file testing. Then similar way, we have install command will be there. This will go to install. Then deploy command will be there. Deploy, validate. Then dependency tree, analyze, generate. Like this, multiple options are there. Verify. Help command also there. So command option runs some build an offline mode also we can run package. Then V package, capital V package. Skip this command line options skip test system property to skip the unit test cases from the build cycle. True package. You can also skip the test cases execution. Clean install. Tells the Maven to run parallel builds using the specified thread count. I guess multiple options are there. Okay. Clear guys? Any questions?
As a DevOps engineers, we are not using much now, sir.
We're not
Data
using,
series.
But at least if you remember these commands, what it is going to do, at least the first, this is here, right? You just read about the line, that's fine. Understand from the basic perspective. What exactly it is going to do, that command. If you are aware about that is fine. You might
Okay.
use, it's very limited only. Okay. Okay. Any questions about the Maven?
So Marvin is all about this only.
This much only. Generally, this much only people will use.
Okay.
Okay. In the next class, we are going to start Ansible.
Okay.
Cool that then. Thank you.
Thank you.